You're always hungry, never full, and don't know when you will eat again. You have to travel 10 miles to find clean water, or walk 3 hours each way to school to eat your only meal for the day. These children were born into poverty. 18,000 of them are expected to die every day.
These are all God's children and they need to be fed. Somebody's got to do it.
Being constantly hungry, adults and children become weaker and often sick.
I could find water, I could find food.
Meet Julan from Haiti. She was born into the downward spiral of poverty. At age 7, she, her brother, and 2 sisters were orphaned when their sick mother died on the dirt floor of their hut.
And then Jesus sent Mommy and Papi to help me.
Miraculously, they were rescued by one of Feed My Starving Children's partners, Bobby and Sherry Burnett, who said it was God and Feed My Starving Children food that saved these children's lives.
It just amazes me how many meals we can pack and how many kids' lives we actually save.
Severe poverty exists in over 60 countries served by Feed My Starving Children. With your help, we can continue to save lives in Uganda, Nicaragua, the Philippines, Zimbabwe, and around the world.
Julia used to be so skinny. Today, look at how strong she is. That's love because of Feed My Starving Children. They got the good rice to eat. Now they are growing up and serving the Lord, and learning.
And then my dream is to become a pastor in my life.
Thanks to our Christian partners worldwide, we are able to ensure that the food we send from our packing sites is delivered into trusted hands and to the mouths of the thousands who rely on it.
Why you send my 7 children for us in Haiti? Please tell me why.
Jesus said, when you were hungry, you gave me food. When I was naked, you clothed me. And when we do things for the least of these, we do it for Him. I would much rather do this than go home and play video games.
The children at schools like this one count on eating this meal every day to survive. The formula consists of rice, soy, dehydrated vegetables, chicken flavoring, and 20 vitamins. All the vital nutrients to help a malnourished child grow.
Hungry children. That's why
I'm in the blast.
I've seen my students look at their own hands and see those in the hands of Christ.
You could be the one hungry and need help, so I think it's always good to just give back if you can.
Look how far Feed My Starving Children has come since 2003. With your help, we can reach 127 million meals in 2010.
Please continue to say it for us. Because if you not say it anymore, we will die.
At a year old, most children are learning to walk and are full of energy, but not baby Toussaint. At 14 months, weighing only 7 pounds, he was on the verge of death. Thankfully, he received Feed My Starving Children food just in time. After only 1 month on the feeding program, Toussaint is thriving. The future of these beautiful children is in your hands. Feed My Starving Children needs to send additional meals to all the countries it serves.
I hope I can do this again, knowing that if I do it again, I'll make my people happy.
We need donations to buy the ingredients that fill these bags of hope. 94% of all donations go directly to the feeding program. Your gifts will help break the hopeless cycle for their generation and provide hope for their futures.
When you give more, you will receive more in your life. I love you. Thank you.
Feed my starving children, like Jesus said. Feed my flock.
process, so if you nail this, then you're great. You'll be a pro. So to open up the bag, how you're going to do it, you're going to put your hands on both sides of it, rub from side to side, and then pinch it apart. Do not stick your hands inside of it. Do not blow into it because that is not clean or sanitary. We want to remain clean and sanitary. So just pinch it apart, and then you will slide that right underneath the funnel. And then if I could have a volunteer come hold this for me, could you? Thank you very much. So hands on both sides. All right. So now the next step is putting the ingredients into the bag. There is a certain way we like it done, and it goes like this. Chicken, veggies, soy, and rice. Can you all say that with me?
Chicken, veggies, soy, and rice.
Very good. So what's the first ingredient?
Chicken.
What's the second ingredient?
Veggies.
What is the fourth ingredient?
Rice.
Rice. Very good. So please make sure every time. Make sure every time it goes in chicken, veggies, soy, and rice. So the first ingredient, what you're going to do, well, first of all, if you're scooping ingredients, you must wear gloves. There will be gloves in the middle of the room on the table. So we will hand those out once you are a scooper. So if you're doing any other job, you do not need gloves. Just the scoopers need gloves. And then once you have put gloves on, you can begin scooping. So the first ingredient, chicken, what you're going to do, you're going to get a heaping spoonful, and then you're going to pack it against the side of the box to get a nice, even packed spoonful. You want to make sure it's nice and packed because this is a lot of the vitamins and minerals, and so we want to make sure we're giving them the right amount of this. So once it's packed, you can tap it into the funnel. If you flip it over and it doesn't fall out right away, that's a great spoonful of chicken. And then the next ingredient is veggies, and you can put as much as you can balance of that of veggies in. And then, real quick, I would like to make a note. These two spoons look similar. One way you can tell a difference is that it's humid down here and the chicken sticks to the chicken spoon. Otherwise, the chicken spoon is twice the size of the veggie spoon. So please do not mix those up. The chicken spoon is bigger than the veggie spoon. And then the next ingredient is soy. We have a brown cup for the brown soy. With holding on to the handle, you will get a nice big cupful. And then, not using your hands as a level, but instead shaking from side to side to make it even, you will get a nice even cupful of soy. We do not want to stick our hands into the ingredients at any time, so we want to be clean. So once you have an even cupful of soy, you can dump that in. And then rice. You, yet again, holding on to the handle, you will get a nice big cupful of rice, and then shake it from side to side until it's even, and that will be the last ingredient. So now that we have all four ingredients in the bag, we can pull it out the funnel. This is kind of a long one. So, all right, so the next step, can we give them a round of applause? So the next step is weighing each bag. So at your stations, there is a sheet of paper to show you guys how much we want every bag of food to weigh. We want it to weigh between 380 to 400 grams. So what you're going to do is turn the scale on. You do that by pushing the on button. If you want your scale to be in grams. So to make sure that it's in grams, you should see one single zero on the screen. If you see one single zero on the screen, that means it's in grams. If you don't, hit the ounce gram button and make it be one single zero. So I have it on one single zero. And then you will put the bag of food into the bin. And so my bag of food weighs 400. Is that good? Yes. Yes, it is. It's actually perfect. So if you get 400, you can shout it out, 400! And the whole room will cheer for you because that's an excellent bag of food. So cheer, yeah! But let's say the bag of food doesn't weigh between 380 to 400. There's a bin in between the scales with rice and spoons. If it's underweight, you will add rice in. If it's overweight, you will take some rice out. So if your bags are consistently under or over, that is the rice person's fault. So let them know and they can adjust each cup for you. But now that I have a good bag of food, I will put it into the holding bin. So you will continue to put bags in there for the sealers to take. So sealing, this is a two-person job. One person has to be 18 years of age or older, and the other person can be of any age. And the 18-year-old or older will grab the bag of food. And what you're going to do is right above the rice line, you're going to pinch it apart so that there's a lot of tension. Keep holding on to that grip. By snapping it shut, that pushes a lot of the air out and gives you a nice flat surface. And we want to make it as airtight as possible and no wrinkles because we don't want it to pop and we don't want bugs or moisture in. So by pinching it and snapping it shut, that gives you a nice flat surface. You will slide it in between the jaws of the sealer if you can press down. A red light on and off, and the bag of food should be sealed.